Hello everyone. It's June 4th, 2019. It's Tuesday. It's Harp Tuesday. Welcome to this week's episode. I'm going to be talking about relaxation, how important that is, something to focus on, and how you can potentially use a rubber band to help you with that. So, relaxation is so important, right, when we're playing. It's important for speed, it's important for the sound, and it's important for our body, right, to avoid injuries or any sort of repetitive stress problems. So whatever instrument you're playing, relaxation is key. But it's all very well and good to say, relax, right? It's nice to have some sort of concrete things to think about. And for me, one of the most important things in terms of relaxation is thinking about having the fingers in general operating as one big finger. So I think I've talked about this in some other episodes potentially, but not done a dedicated video on this. I thought this would be a great topic. So I'm going to be using some of just the first 3 bars from the Le Riviere exercises, which basically just use 2 fingers at a time going back and forth in all the different configurations. And they're a perfect opportunity for me to demonstrate what I'm talking about. So let's take the very first one, which is 2-1-2-1. I believe what's really important is to think about these fingers that aren't playing, opening and closing along with 2. So rather than something that like this, let me zoom in here a little bit. There we go. And you might think, well, maybe this is more efficient because I'm just moving the finger that needs to be moved in order to play. But I think it's so easy to start to create tension as maybe we jam these fingers into the palm. And I actually think, even though we're maybe doing a little bit more work, something like this is more efficient and so much more relaxed, and just something really important. Now, you might find in a really fast, something like a trill, I think in the slow motion Mondays, you can maybe see that I'm not completely opening and closing these fingers as much as I might do in something slow. But I think it's good to sort of learn the full expression, right? The full expression of the motion. And then we can try and condense that down to this small thing. So this idea of a full close and a full open, right? So we close completely into the palm, and it's a tricky thing, right? This close, because we want to put some pressure and weight on the string. We want to use some force when we're doing this full expression. And we want to swing close, but we don't want to be, it's not that we're squeezing close, so that this close is not the close is a reaction, is a follow through to what's happening here, rather than finishing here, that we're firmly closed, but that it's somehow a relaxed finish. Relaxed and yet firm, and I know these are kind of opposite things, but so you can just watch your fingers in your hand. And the thing is, sometimes what I see with people who maybe have learned to do it this way and then they try to adjust, there can be a tendency to want to overreact, to kind of, okay, I'm going to open my fingers instead of keeping them closed, but maybe I open them up way up like this. And what you're looking for is just to let the fingers relax. So if you put 2 and 1 on the string and held them there, where would these fingers go naturally? Just with gravity, right? And I feel that maybe they would feel a little bit more relaxed if they were a little straighter, but I think this is a very natural, relaxed position. So they're kind of lined up again with, sorry, let me focus that. With 2, so that they're just kind of in line, right? They're not open up past, and they're not closed. Sorry, watching the view on my screen. They're not here. They're not way up like this. They're just in line with 2. So one of the props that I'll often suggest is actually a rubber band. So just, let me focus in on this again, just for fun. So just a handy dandy rubber band, and to put that around your fingers. So if we're using all of these, in this case, for this size of rubber band, I'd probably loop it twice, kind of out towards the end of the fingers, and maybe a hair elastic, whatever. It's something that will just gently kind of hold the fingers in place. And then, so if you try to keep the fingers down there, it should just provide a bit of a reminder, because it's easy to tell yourself, oh, I'm going to practice opening and closing the fingers as I play. But even on a simple exercise like this, maybe you start to not do it all the time. It's just a reminder, right? Same as having a mirror in front of you while you play, to just be able to check in a different way. Let's go, say, for example, to 3-2-3-2. So again here, 4 and the pinky are going to try and close with a third finger. Right? A nice relaxed close. And again, this time I might have to do maybe 3 loops to get sort of appropriate size. And then, and that's going to prevent, I have to open up 4 in the pinky in order to place those fingers there. Let's talk about something such as 3-4. So maybe, that's probably enough, I think. So again, when we close 4, the pinky's going to come along, and we might not close it all the way, right? We're not going to try to force 4 closed when it's just with 3 on the string, in case that causes any pain, but as far as is comfortable, right? And then, let's maybe do 4 loops. There we go. And then trying to open up that pinky and not leave it stuck in on the palm, if you can see. So, and I want to just talk for a moment about, for example, 2 while this is going on, because if we were to place these fingers here, we would want to, before we play, for example, we'd want to let 2 relax as much as it can without getting on or interfering with the string. So we don't want to have it jammed into the palm, but we can't have it touching this string, for example, but we can nearly have it touching this string. So for me at least, it will naturally close a little bit as I play 4, right? Just the muscles in my hand activating will close a little bit, and then I'll relax it a little bit, and then it will of course close with 3, because they'll try to operate as one finger, and then open up a little bit, relax and play. So it will look something like this. So there's some relaxation to that side of the hand as well. And same as if we're doing something like 4-2. So then we're trying to close, of course, with the pinky with 4, but also 3, so that everything closes and then everything opens up. That third finger, again, that idea of opening up to the point where it's almost touching the string with the back of the finger. And then that, again, the third finger will also close a little bit with 2 and open up. Or what about something like 4-1? Something such as 4-1. Again, these fingers will be relaxed, and again, you can see for me, as I start to play, they're going to close a little bit. Everything closes, one big finger, and they'll all try to open up, again, almost to the point where the back of the fingers would touch the strings. They also tend to close a little bit just naturally with that thumb motion. I don't think it's... If they don't for you, that's great, but if they do, again, relax. So that, let me just check the focus here. Excellent. So that's just those simple exercises, which is all different configurations, of fingers. Which ones didn't we do? I think maybe that was it. are just some great ways to kind of slow down, check in, again, that full expression, right? So quite fairly loud, that idea of strong and yet relaxed. Loud and relaxed, and thinking about the fingers operating as one big unit. So in particular, as I say, that 2, 1. And this idea with the rubber band could be also something such as where everything closes, but then we want to make sure that 4 and the pinky are opening up with 3, that they're not stuck. Because that's going to cause a lot of extra tension in the hand and the arm and the wrist. So hopefully that gives you some ideas, and that was useful. I mentioned you're seeing this video, and I did a video last week, but right towards the end of May, I reached the 50 patron mark, which is fantastic. And so to celebrate, I'm doing a video every week instead of every other week here in June. So look forward to a new episode next week. And thanks as always to my patrons. Their support definitely helps Harp Tuesday continue, especially in this rapid every week in June format. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in a week's time. Cheers.